We're going to begin our meeting for the Historical Preservation Restoration Board. Call the meeting to order at 6:30. Citizens' comments. We don't have anybody here to participate in that event, so we're going to move to agenda items. C-23-750, consider approval of minutes for September 28th and take appropriate action. May I have a motion to approve the minutes as read, as written?
I make a motion.
Teresa, second?
Second.
Okay, thank you. Samara? All right, receive an update, an event center update, and take appropriate action.
So I emailed Lynette Hill, the event center manager, and asked her for any updates. And she wrote back, there are no major updates at this time, except that the building is now officially dried in. So I think that means weatherized. So it is coming along and everything's looking good with that.
Do you know if they have taken any reservations?
I have heard there's been a couple reservations. I don't have specifics on it, but
Wow.
I think I know of at least one, if not two. So that's super exciting.
Wow,
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
real exciting.
Is it available to make reservations, or how do you do that if you wanted to?
That would be with Lynette Hill, and I
Okay.
can get y'all her contact information, but I know she's been promoting it and talking with different, and I believe it's a wedding, but don't hold me to that yet.
Okay.
But yeah, so.
All right, well, we got a spring auction coming up, so.
Okay,
yeah, give me your
wonderful.
number.
The website is live.
Yeah.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
And what is it called again? See, I know I never would remember.
Venue
Venue 1842.
Thank you.
All righty, thank you for that. We're going to move on to 752, receive an update of the Historical Park current projects, events, and upcoming activities.
Yes. So we just had our Haunts and Houses, that's the trick-or-treating event, and thank you everyone who came out and helped with it. We had over 700 attendees, so
Wow.
super exciting. I have a picture that I'll pass around of all the volunteers we did at the end, so it would not have been possible without everyone. We had the Manske Library out, they did their Booville. The Farmers Branch Police Department and Fire Department were out, and of course all the volunteers, we handed out candy and toys and all kinds of fun stuff, so the kids were adorable. It's one of my favorite events each year. We also just had this past weekend the Bloom and Bluegrass Festival, and I'll update more on the Friends part of it with Bluegrass when we get to that item, but it was very well received Friday and Saturday. I don't know the final numbers for attendees yet, but as soon as we get that for special events, I'll let everyone know, but it seemed to be beautiful weather, and I worked it Friday, and everyone seemed to have a wonderful time. We had the general store open. We got a lot of people coming through to tour that. Upcoming, we have our calendar of events is there within your packet. Our next big, besides this weekend Halloween, the park is happening. That's our huge Halloween event that takes place on Saturday. And the rec center is currently putting up all the decorations and getting ready for that huge event. And the next one for us is going to be our Day of the Dead celebration on Thursday, November 2nd. I do have, I'll pass around again, our volunteer sign up. I think most everyone has signed up for it, but I will pass again. We are looking a few more slots to get filled. And then we also have our flyers that have gone out both in English and Spanish. And then we have other collateral that will be available for the event, which is our kind of the history of the event, of Day of the Dead, what the holiday represents, and everything with that in English and in Spanish as well. So we have the finishing touches. It's going to be fabulous. It is on, as I said, Thursday, November 2nd from 6 to 9. I'll pass these around if you want to see. Oh, and here's the sign sheet. And we also, Councilman Roman filmed our intro video for it, kind of a commercial advertising the event, and also that should be going live on Facebook, city website, everything, I think very shortly now, so that everyone will see that and to be able to promote it more. So the video, they did such a great job with that and telling more about the event and everything. So I can hope, it is a free event, so family friendly, so hope to see everyone out at that one. We also have coming up our classes, Tasty Time Out, the fall mini photo shoots, that is completely sold out now. So we do this every year and pretty much all the sessions. This is the first time, it's sold out so fast this year. We have our charcuterie board class on November 16th. Mad Hatter tickets are going on sale December 1st, as well as our Artcella, Girls Make History Camp. All of those tickets are going to be available starting December 1st. And the Mad Hatter tea does sell out, so if you're interested, get tickets as soon as you can. Speaking of sold out, our Christmas teas are completely sold out for our 2 separate weekends, 4 seatings all together. So I think this is one of the fastest they've sold out in recent memory. So that's really, really exciting. So if you didn't get tickets, sorry, we should have a bigger space next year to be able to do that. We also have our Christmas exhibit tours, which go the Fridays and Saturdays in December. The Friday night are the evening ones, so they're lantern led. And then not here on the list, but to remind, on Saturday, December 2nd is the Celebration of Christmas, the tree lighting event for the city. So normally it's over at the Grove and Liberty Plaza and all, but due to the construction that's starting on Denton Drive, it is being moved here to the historical park. So they do have the Christmas in the Branch website is live, and it has listed all the fun activities. Santa will be out here doing photos. There's stage entertainment. I know they're putting in a big stage. Bunch of different acts and bands. There's an elf stage with the kiddos and a kids zone area. At the end, there will be fireworks. Looks like there's a dasher in a silent disco, I think, with headphones. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But along with that, we will also, the historical park will be doing exhibit tours for our exhibit, a celebration of Christmas traditions from around the world. And I'm looking for volunteers to help with that. And I have a sign-up sheet somewhere. And with that one, we will have the exhibit is going to be in the Queen Anne, which will cover Great Britain, the Gilbert House, which covers Germany, and then in the general store, we're going to be talking about World War I. As well as in the general store, we're going to have gift shop sales. So items that are normally in our museum store, we're going to put them in the general store and have them available for purchase for attendees to the tree lighting event that evening. We're also offering chair rentals, the Friends booth. So I'm looking for if anyone's available to help with that. And then I also put on a shift because I know we had talked before about the board and or friends interested in having their own booth to be able to promote. So I left a space for that if that is something of interest. So I'll pass that one around. We will have our stewards and staff and all helping out with the exhibit tours and all, but I wanted to put everything on there if anyone's interested. And so it's going to be a very busy day because that morning we have 2 Christmas tea seatings. And then they'll come in that early afternoon because the tree lighting event is from 5 to 9. So we'll be here helping with that, and then our part of it, and just the great celebration for tree lighting. So it ought to be a lot of fun, and all of that is free to the public. So should be a really, really fun evening. And after that, we have Kids in the Kitchen. And then we get into the holidays, and we have our few days with the holiday hours that we will be closed. And I think that's most of the updates right now. Does anybody have any questions?
I noticed it says tours are $5 per person. Is that something different? Christmas exhibit tours?
Which one are you looking at?
Christmas exhibit tours, a celebration of Christmas traditions around the world.
Are you looking at the agenda?
Yeah,
Where do we put it?
it says at the bottom of it,
yeah,
the last line. It says tours are $5 per person.
All right, I will check
Page
on that
4.
because I thought I took all of those out, but we do charge for, you may have just copied those. For the Christmas teas, between part of your ticket price with your teas is a free tour. The tours that we do in the evenings and all, it is $5 a person. We'll probably waive it for tree lighting, just because we'll have so many people out here. I would love for them to be able to go through and see everything.
Okay.
So, Unless I hear different from anyone else, I'm taking that off and they're gonna be free during tree lighting.
Okay, thank you.
Because this might be a great opportunity for a lot of people, if this is their first time out at the historical park, may have never seen any of our structures. So I want as many people that can come through and view
Okay.
our beautiful buildings as possible.
So the tree lighting is different than the Christmas exhibit tours?
Yes. It's all going on at the same time. So the tree lighting will, and the whole celebration will be in the meadow. They'll have a stage and all the different booths and
Okay.
activities and entertainment. Santa Claus and photos of, I believe, are in the gazebo. And then we'll have, I heard something about entertainment that might be going around the different pathways. I haven't been in all of those meetings, so.
So is the tree lighting on the 2nd, the 9th, and the 16th?
No, just the second.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, tree lighting is just that one event. The exhibit tours, we'll have the structures open the night of tree lighting for people to go through, and then those other nights as well, just for the exhibit tours, but there will be another tree lighting. That's
Okay.
just a one evening
Got
event.
it.
Okay.
I think that's where you were confused.
Yeah, I just wanna make sure I got that right.
Oh, yes, yeah. Tree
Thank
lighting
you.
is its own event, and then the exhibit tours go on for several different
Okay.
weekends.
Thank you.
Sorry, that wasn't very clear.
Any questions, anybody? Okay. The next agenda item is we're going to discuss, the Witness of History Award and take appropriate action. Teresa, do you wanna talk
So
about that?
we do have a candidate who has been very active in the board, perfect. Frances Clancy. And Frances was very instrumental in starting the park, and one of the things she told me about is how she had hired tailors to do a lot of the costuming.
Yes.
And she wanted to talk about that. So I said, well, when we want to talk, we should get together and have lunch. We were supposed to meet at Brookhaven, but because of nationals, we're going to meet on Monday the 6th.
Mhm.
So if anyone would like to be invited, we're going to have a little brunch and at 11 o'clock, because she says that's when she eats it. She'd be more than glad to give us a little more information.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
She's been
She
very
sent
hard.
it to you too. Did you not get that text?
No, I have
Oh,
not
okay.
seen that, no,
Okay,
but I'll,
Okay. Yeah, I
Was it
sent it to
in-
you.
She sent it to you.
You, yeah,
in an email?
text.
I'll have to go back, I don't remember
Okay.
seeing that, but I'll check. And if, we can talk offline, but, it might be something she's doing, you might set up, and I know we've done one before with her in oral history, but collecting more of those stories
She
of
said
her
that
involvement.
she's not, she's been having some health issues, so she
Sure.
would like to, yes, plan that in the future. And she said she didn't think she was worthy for the award, and
Oh,
My goodness.
I'm very,
she's perfect
Super,
nomination.
so
super.
I'm excited.
Yes,
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Well, then we will
thank you.
pull that through, and once, we'll just need, just that little application filled out, and
Yeah.
we'll take care of everything else. And then normally, the award is given in February.
That's what I told her.
Perfect.
Okay, we're gonna move on to item 754. Receive a Farmers Branch Keenan Cemetery Subcommittee update and take appropriate action.
So, I have applied to Reach Across America, which is one of the things that I have been involved with, and over the past few years, I've volunteered at other cemeteries laying wreaths. For those who don't know what Reach Across America is, it's for veterans. Reach Across America is an organization that is, I believe, out of DC. And there's little subcommittees or stations, if you will, all across the U.S. So Arlington, of course, has the biggest, and December 16th is the day that Arlington lays their wreaths, and so they ask that everyone lays their wreath. You don't have to, but they request that everyone lays their wreaths at the same time that Arlington Cemetery does theirs, which this year is December 16th. So I had talked to Hillary in the past about applying, because you have to apply, you have to get accepted, and then it's a whole process to get it going. We won't get it going this year, but perhaps next year, because you have to have a 501c3 to run all of the donations through and all of that, which we do. I talked to Johannes about getting the Friends involved as our 501c3, and he has agreed. So I have submitted the application. They have acknowledged that the application has been submitted. Someone will eventually reach out to me to let us know if the cemetery has been accepted or not. I can't see why it won't be, because it is a historical cemetery. And so once that happens, we will be in the system, and then the process starts of setting up our website. We have to have a website because people will order wreaths through that. I have said that we will do specific wreath laying, which means if there's someone at the cemetery that a relative says, I want a certain wreath laid at this gravesite, then we will agree to do that. We're a small cemetery. I volunteered at large cemeteries. So it's really,
I've done it too.
it'll
It's
be,
really cool.
yeah, it'll be easy for our cemetery because it's small. The large cemeteries are, yeah, it's a whole process and a whole system. So what happens is, for those who don't know, is throughout the year, we will have a website. The Friends will be our 501c3. People will order wreaths off of this website, and it's a two for three. Like, you order 2, we get 3 wreaths. So if someone orders 2, the Wreaths Across America will donate the 3rd wreath. And so when we reach our limit, if people want to continue to purchase wreaths, then they will take these wreaths and place them at area locations that have not met their goal. So if we have 115, I don't know, that's what I said we have, I don't know exactly, but it is around 115 veterans. If we get 125 wreaths, 10 of them will be taken to another cemetery that is local that has not met their goal.
That's nice.
And after a discussion with Hillary, I am going to talk to the Boy Scouts who come out and lay the flags, which they will be doing on November 10th for Veterans Day. I will talk to them about coming out to lay the wreaths. So how the process works is, we have our 115 wreaths. Prior to the laying, the day that is selected, we go out and place the tripod for the wreaths at each veteran's grave. And then the volunteers, whether it's the Boy Scouts or whoever, comes out, and all they have to do is look for a tripod, and then they put the wreath on the tripod. There is a ceremony that happens beforehand honoring each branch of the service. And so what they like to do is invite someone from the Marines, the Army, Air Force, Navy, Coast Guard, where to come out, you know, preferably someone local in Farmers Branch to come out, and then they have a ceremony and honor each branch of the service. After the ceremony, then they go out and lay the wreaths. So what happens is, a week before, a semi will come out, drop off the wreaths. Then we unbox them and prepare them for the laying. It's a great process, and it's something that is really wonderful to honor the veterans. And me being a veteran, it's something really close to my heart. And I think that us being a historical cemetery, and you know, we have veterans out there, that this is something that we should really, we should do
Absolutely.
for our veterans.
We should doing this.
We should get the
Seriously, think about
ROTC
it.
out of Turner to be the,
We could,
because
we
they are
could.
looking for things to do.
Yeah. So like I said, I submitted everything, and I reached out to the lady who is our district leader, and I said, you know, I submitted this, but there's no way that we can do it for this year, because December 16th is literally right around the corner. And there's so much that we have to do. But we definitely want to take this on for next year. So between the time that, hopefully, I don't see any reason why we would not be accepted into the program. But between the time we're accepted and February is when they start their push to, have people start purchasing their wreaths. They can also make donations. When we set up the website, we have a link for if someone just wants to make a donation to the Keenan Cemetery, which will be run through the Friends.
Okay.
And so I just think that this is a good program for us to get recognition and also possibly get donations to help with the
Cemetery.
restoration of the headstones that need to be,
Done, we got
done.
quite a
So,
few.
yeah,
That's awesome, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm really
so-
excited about that.
yeah.
Very
It's a
good.
really big
Yeah.
deal about that.
Yeah, yes, it
Yeah.
is. And it usually gets news coverage. The news people like to come out. And I think next year, I don't know any news people, but I will find
Yeah,
some
we can find
contacts.
out.
And I think that if it's our first year of doing it and it's a historical cemetery, I think we can get the news
think so,
people
too.
out there to,
so.
to at least get us on the news and get us some recognition that way.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you,
so.
that's great.
awesome.
I have one other thing to add on Keenan, or
Mhm.
two things to add on Keenan. With the chair rentals for Bluegrass, we also put out the Keenan Cemetery donation box. And so anything that's dropped in there goes straight back for the Friends under the Keenan Cemetery account. And so we raised $80
That's great.
for that one. But then also, I think he was here both days, but I ran into him on Friday. So Jeff Campbell, who is the director at the Interurban Museum in Plano, it's also in the Plano Conservancy. He is a co-author of a book on Texas bluegrass. He was out here signings with the local bluegrass organization, their booth and everything. And so I used to work with him when I worked in Plano. And so I started chatting with him and everything, bought a couple books. But I was asking him, so the Interurban Museum is the rail museum of the Interurban line and all. Well, they're also under it's called the Plano Conservancy, and they are in charge of all of the historic cemeteries in Plano. And I think I mentioned before to the group, they do a tombstone cleaning program. It's
Yes.
called Tombstone Mysteries.
Yes.
So I was asking him all about it and telling him that might be something we were interested in for our level 3, that tombstones that have very minor cleaning that needs to be done and all of that. And so I was asking his experience. So he and I are gonna chat after we get through Halloween and Day of the Dead. And he said he is more than happy to share any of his information, so I'll be getting more of that and be able to report back to see if it's something that we want to pursue in the future and maybe offer a day where we do training and all, but the general public can sign up and come out and help us
That
take
would be
care of the
great.
cemetery.
That
So,
would be great.
I don't have definites for you, but I just want to let you know, since it was something that just happened, let y'all know that I'm on it, and I'll let y'all know as soon as I know something.
Great, thank you.
Sure.
All right, moving on to 7:55, receive an update of the Friends of Farmers Branch Historical Park and take appropriate action.
So I don't have the money amount,
I
I'll
do.
just say.
I do.
Okay, I do too.
Yes.
I think you'd send it to all of us.
Yeah.
It was
1,716,
716, yes,
Yeah.
that was raised with the chair
Yes.
rentals.
which I think is fantastic.
Yes, great.
Yeah, and having that donation box out there
Yeah.
for,
We just dumped there because of change.
yeah,
Mhm.
and everyone, I mean, I was out there Friday and I kept watching people put dollars in, and I'm like, that is so
I
awesome.
saw a
that-
20 in there that someone
Yeah,
had dropped,
so,
and so, yeah.
yeah, okay, so I know the guy who dropped the 20, he was buying or renting 3 chairs, and he's like, in lieu of giving you the money, can I put it in this box? I said, you can do whatever you want
Oh,
with that
that's
money.
nice. Yeah, that's good.
That's
And so he's
wonderful.
put that 20 in, and I'm like,
Yay.
Yeah.
yeah.
So was there any more discussion on incentives on becoming members? for them?
They have not set up a meeting to the best of my knowledge.
All
I
right.
know that Lucretia's husband is in the hospital,
Okay.
so I know that has maybe slowed some of that down. But I think the thought is still to do some kind of bag, just for publicity
And where are we doing the bag at again?
for friends, when you join the Friends.
Incentives.
Okay.
And for an incentive.
I'll get with Lauren, if we can get through Day of the Dead,
Okay.
I can get with her and then have her reach out to y'all and Johannes and all, and maybe set up where we can do a kind of a brainstorm and come up with a plan to be like, okay, you're work on this part of it, so we
So we
have a
can get it
good
done.
blueprint, yeah, of
Yeah,
So
what,
we can start
yes.
advertising it and pushing for
Yes.
members.
Yes.
I
I mean,
know.
we need to do that.
Cause I know they wanna do something big for the opening of the
Yes.
event center, and they talked
Mhm.
about selling bricks. Cause I guess that falls under the Friends, which I didn't
Yes.
know.
I know we have.
Well, they would
bricks.
take money,
bricks?
so they'd have, if we get any money, it has to go through the Friends,
Yeah.
it can't go through us.
So, okay, I'll put a note and get everyone together and we'll
Yeah.
come up with a meeting so we can have some definitive, and did Kim send you over the logo, Samara, on the Caboose logo?
Not the last time I checked, but I know she's working on it.
Okay, we'll make sure we get that, cause I had a note on that one,
Okay.
so I'll make sure everyone is connected and we'll get that going sooner rather than later.
And do the Friends have a Venmo or like a virtual, can I virtually?
So they are switching over to something else, and,
And we did,
Mr. Woldridge talked about what it was called, it's whatever Chase does. And it was a word that I didn't
Venmo
know.
Is it Zell?
and Zelle.
No,
Owens
I don't know, I thought it was something else, like Sela or something.
Bank of America, Zell, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I was
I
just,
don't know.
I mean, I don't carry cash, so there would be no way, but if you had a QR code, I would scan your QR code and give you
And
money
donate,
and donate. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm
We
saying,
had
at the
that
point
available.
of there, just have a QR code right there.
We have to get him through the World Series, and
Yeah.
then he'll think again.
Well,
Because he's a
also, you know, with the
baseball
chair rentals, I don't know how many people came up and asked if we took a credit card. It's $3 or $6,
Yeah.
but a lot of
People
people
still
don't carry cash.
Yeah.
And there is a cash only sign, but it's like real small and,
Yeah.
you know, people don't really see it. So
But,
we
yeah.
either get a larger sign that says cash only, or we figure out a way to take credit cards.
Or just going over to the ATM.
Well, that's what we directed everyone
Yeah.
to the ATM, and some people went, some people just said, you know,
Yeah.
forget about
Let's
it.
Yeah,
make
we
it
go.
easier for people.
Yeah.
There doesn't need to be any hiccups to keep,
Yes.
nothing blocking them able to
Exactly.
finish the transaction.
Exactly.
And you don't have to get a credit card reader and all of that, you just need to get some way for them to make a payment online where they can scan the QR code,
Mhm.
hit pay, and then you look, okay, I got it, here's your
Right.
chair.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Hillary,
So-
is that something that we have to go through the park with?
Well, I know they have one because we've used it before. I'll check with Kim because I know they've had it. I'm not sure why we didn't have it at the chairs this go around. I think Tom has the reader for it. I think it was one of the scan ones that either did PayPal or something, but it probably needs to be, I think it's a little bit older, so it probably needs to be updated to a easier method. So I'm gonna put a note
Did
in
they
there.
just Venmo one of us and then we Venmo the Friends? Or
Yeah.
simply
That I'm not sure.
donate?
Technically, you're not supposed to through Venmo.
Well, I mean, like, say
rules.
they Venmoed me,
But-
I'll pay for your chair, pay me $3, and then I turn around and just give the cash to, in the box.
But if the Friends has an account,
Yeah.
people should be able to Venmo
Right.
them
Yeah.
directly to
Yeah.
Still
the
want it
Friends.
for tax
Yeah.
purposes and everything, and since it is a 501c3, you gotta be very
Yeah.
careful with
Mhm.
the money keeping
Mhm.
records and all of that.
Well, we don't give everybody a tax receipt when they run a chair.
No,
I mean, that's
No.
not really,
Yeah, I mean,
but
but you know what I mean.
I'd be happy to help. It is very
Okay.
easy to set up a QR code for PayPal, for Venmo, for any of it. And then, I mean, my PTO has all of that. We don't even accept cash. There's no point. Just scan, get your phone out, scan it, give us a payment, and then we
Don't you
look.
have to pay for that though? Isn't there a fee that the organization has to pay?
I think Venmo, you might have
Venmo.
some,
I
but
think
PayPal
we're gonna
might
be
not.
under the amount, I really do, unless we
Okay.
get like all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But I think it's worth the fee to
Mhm.
get the money.
There's
Yeah.
something called a square. And I
Well, yeah,
know
that's
we
a square.
That you have to pay for. That's
you have to
different.
pay
Yeah,
that.
that Square is different than
This is
Venmo.
Venmo.
Okay, cause
Yeah.
I Venmo, but we have to pay a fee in our PTA to use Square.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and
right,
you don't have to use all of that. That's what I'm saying. No credit card needs to ever like change hands.
Okay.
I scan a QR code on my phone, I do everything on my phone, you pull up your phone, go, yep, I got it.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Alright, moving on to 7:56, receive an update from board members on parks, programs, and events and facilities attended at Farmers Branch.
Well, I want to say on Friday night, that band, Authentic Unlimited, they were awesome. So many people came up to us and was asking us at the chair rental who that band was, and I'm like, I have no idea, but they really are. Everyone was talking about them.
Okay.
They were really good. I really enjoyed them, and so
Nice.
did apparently a lot of other people. So I would say next year, maybe you guys look at having them back.
Okay. Authentic. I must have been in the general store.
Yeah.
I don't remember hearing them.
They were really good. They came on at, I believe, 7
Okay.
or 6. Let's see. I left at 7, so they came on at 6.
Okay. Wonderful.
So for the Day of the Dead celebration,
Mhm.
you're having I saw airbrush artist. What
Yes.
is that airbrush person doing?
So they're arriving early, and all staff, volunteers, I believe the mariachi band, and I think the folklorico, if not a few others, they will have face painting done. We'll either have full or half skull makeup, and then during the event, they will have their booth set up for kids, adult, anyone who wants to go through.
So I was
and
gonna dress like the whole black thing,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
I was gonna go get my face done, but if she's gonna do it.
there will be someone here. They're
Okay.
doing airbrush. and I don't know if it's stencils.
Mhm.
But I think the event is at 6. They're getting here at 5:30. But I know there's a lot of people that are going
Right,
to get
that's gonna
done.
take a long time.
So if there's something very specific you want, but we will have someone here because I know they're doing all of our faces. And I know Bonnie was going to reach out and ask about helping with the altars. I told her I would mention it to you, so I'll ask you about that later. But yes, there'll be the airbrush, Loteria will be going on, we have the mariachi bands, we have folklorico, we have, Pangea will be performing, doing educational, we have kids' crafts, the altars, food and drink.
Excited, I'm excited.
There's a lot, so yeah, it's gonna be really, hopefully the weather will be beautiful, it's,
So is there a certain dress for volunteers?
if you wanna come festive with Day of the Dead, that's what we're all doing. I can help with that.
Okay.
Well, you can wear all
I don't
black.
know
or
what
all
to
black.
wear.
I can wear all
I can
black.
wear all
You
black.
can wear all black
Yeah.
and do your face.
Yeah.
You know, have them do your face. I was just gonna try to get it done earlier, but we'll see.
And that's why we're having them come early so that we can all have, in the past, we've had, one of our helpers that's done camps and everything, Paloma, she's come out and painted everyone's face, so, it just helps add to the ambiance and
Okay.
for all, and I know the mariachi band wanted it as well.
Well, I'll come in all black, and if you
Okay.
wanna add something
Sure.
to me for whatever, because I don't. know.
Anything with
So
bright
the recent
colors or
volunteers
embroidery
were Ann,
or.
Teresa,
I see.
and she volunteered
That's-
in
Yeah.
Blooming Bluegrass.
I did not.
Okay.
I was out of town.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I have the
The
listing.
linen
Yeah.
shirt with embroidery.
For Bluegrass?
The three of us.
I was out of town.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll give you the
I
list.
would
of
like to.
flowers
the,
and
I would like to.
people.
That
Oh,
easier
okay.
for me to do that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, haunted houses, I'm gonna say, was amazing.
It was, it
Yeah.
really was, yeah.
I did feel like at the end when I walked over to the store that, oh, there's another whole party going on. Cause I was out here with all the little ones.
Yeah, I was down by the Gilbert House, so, and I was the Amazon box,
Mhm.
so it's
That's
coming
cute.
around
So cute, yeah.
to get the picture of everyone. That's when I finally saw everything over here. So,
Yeah.
and
That's one of my favorite ones, and I hate to miss that.
Yeah, and you have to
I
say
know.
thank you to
I
Tony
wasn't
because I
here
had his
either.
number. I
That's
said,
one of my favorites.
more candy, more candy. I'm sorry, again, more candy.
I went through a lot of Rice Krispie treats.
hey, that's good though. Yeah, 700 was about the number we figured because they did the glow sticks and all. So, we had the gate open, of course, over here, and then coming off Ford Road. So, and then we were, like I said, I was down at Gilbert, and the library was set up right out there. So.
And then Kim had to bring me, people were like, you can get married here, you can do this, you can have the party, they have Girl Scouts. They
we
were
offer
like,
everything. Yeah.
they're like, how come we don't know this? And I'm like, I don't know, we've always been here.
Okay, anybody else? All right, the last item, 7:57, discuss agenda items for the future historical park preservation and restoration board. The one thing that I think we need to discuss is the mission statement. we need to kind of redo that because I was asked at the biannual report, that I did. We have in there to becoming a fully accredited museum, and I don't know if that is.
We're
still
silver, right?
I mean, that's not, that
That's
has
not-
nothing to do,
yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
STEPS program.
Yeah.
And I think we
Oh.
need to put the STEPS program on there so we can discuss like where we at, what do we
Sure.
need to do? What, explain again to the new members what STEPS is and what the process is and
Sure.
Yes.
what do we need to do? And make a game plan, maybe have to do a subcommittee or something to go ahead and finish it. I
Yeah,
mean, we've started it, we might as well finish it.
finish it, exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So mission statement, potential revise, and discuss steps program and where we are in the process.
Yes.
And also, I had a, board luncheon with the mayor, and we talked about the biennial report.
Mhm.
And he said that we can make the presentation different, we don't have to use that same template. We don't have to go over and say our mission statement and read all this stuff, He just really wants us to come out with our highlights, make it short and sweet, and this is what we've accomplished, this is what we're doing in depth. So we can kind of speed up the meetings.
Mhm. Yeah, they sent a revise that we can take out mission and vision, and then same, the, new template, but a
Whatever
lot more
you,
flexibility
Right.
with it, yes, so I have all that.
we'll
for us.
design,
Yeah.
make it whatever we wanna do.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
I just wanted to pass that on, maybe we can figure that out later.
And our next one should be in April, if memory serves.
Right.
Next biennial.
Right, okay. And our next meeting is in November on Thursday, everyone. So not Wednesday.
It's,
Mhm.
but it's earlier than normal because
Right,
of the
it's
holiday.
because of the holidays, so we meet the week before.
The
What's
16th.
the day?
16th or
Yeah, it's the
something.
16th.
Yeah.
November 16th.
At 6.
Yeah.
And that night, I believe we have a charcuterie board class, so we will probably be meeting in the church.
Okay.
As soon as I know, I will let all of y'all. I'm pretty sure we have a program that night.
Yeah, a friend of mine called me, "Do you wanna do the charcuterie board class?" I'm like, "I can't, that's our meeting." There.
It's so fun, though.
Yeah, I wanted to do it.
What
So you
time is
still need to do
the charcuterie class?
What, 5:30?
Oh.
6:30
Six-
according
oh,
to the
6:30.
note.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same
6:30 to
time.
8, yeah.
And we don't meet in December, do we?
No. So there'll be a break for December, then we'll be back in January. So, yeah, the charcuterie board class will be here on Thursday, November 16th, so we'll meet in the church.
Okay. Anybody have anything else? Then the meeting is adjourned. 7:08. Wow,
Okay.
Wow.
Good
good
job.
job. And we'll
We
be-
could move our meeting up on November 16th for anyone who wants to come to the
Oh, that's
charcuterie.
true.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, just a
It's a
thought.
fun